This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. No see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds
When we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
Upheaval the ground.
cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets?
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Mike 51. Check back, check back.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
21.
From the 27, Garoppolo. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Now on second and 16, Garoppolo. He'll check this down to Hines. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. White. Jump. Pull it out. Safety screen.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah. Hey, come on. 58, come on.
I smell fear in it.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, it's Hines. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. This is Hines. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 24, Jackson. He completes it to Westbrook. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd down, Bolton. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm on. Check one up.
Now a give, right side. Bolton. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Blue draw, forfeit. Shift. Check the backer.
Here's Hines. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On 2nd down now. Bolton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. Well, not a huge gain there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Campbell making the catch. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Bolton. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
James now to return. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Hines pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
To throw is Jackson, flushed out right. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On first down, Bolton trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Bolton. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them. Right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Garoppolo, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
23 yards the pickup there.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
64, weak. Check 4, check 4.
On the carry, it's Wilkins. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Catch made here by Campbell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They run again with Hines. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And that is complete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bolton. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, Bolton.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Bolton. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on.